Whoa. Hello?
Hello.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's give it to him. Give them the flash grenades.
But I'm on Discord on PS5.
Yep. Praise,
Going through the controller. Alright, that's not us. Alright.
Oh shoot, my face. Hold on, guys. No, that's not. Oh no. I'm supposed to be right there. Okay. Yes, I can.
But most importantly, can I hear the game? I cannot hear the game. I have to change things. Alright, well, let's catch people up. If you haven't already heard, flip side, sway about geeky stuff. I'm JB. That's one.
Dude.
I
How long has it been, man? How long has it been? Like a month? We took it like
Not
a
long.
whole. We got like the whole month.
enough.
Yeah, whole month, right? During that whole month, and we've been doing a good amount of stuff for the past like couple of months. Gaming, movies, TV series. But we also been busy with life because life always gets us. That's how it is.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
What else? What else happened? Shoot. Oh yeah, a lot. Oh man, shoots.
I can tell that this is gonna freak me the fuck out. But yeah, so you're saying life happened?
Life happened. Exactly. That's what's going on, man. Life has happened for the past few weeks, and it's about to continue on until, well, for me, it's going to continue on until May. Jesus. Life is hidden. Life is like, life
shit.
is kicking in, man.
Well, here's the way I see it.
Yeah.
I only want to pod when I have things to say.
Mm-hmm.
I have things to say tonight.
Yeah, I think we definitely
And
have
that's
some
long
things
short
to
of
say.
it.
Yeah. We got, I think the biggest one is that we are going to give everyone our spoiler reaction to John Wick Chapter 4. Anything else? Anything else would you like to talk about, like, in this return to pod section?
I'd like to talk about Dungeons and Dragons.
Holy shit! You watch Dungeons and Dragons? There we go. I would love.
Well,
I would love to hear.
I told you. I told you my itinerary for this weekend. This weekend was a weekend of 4s.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4, John Wick 4.
Yeah.
Succession season 4, but we're just gonna say 4. And apparently the 4th Dungeons and Dragons. This is the 4th Dungeons and Dragons film. So really, in an unprecedented way, just an all-time weekend for the number 4.
Oh, I didn't know this was the 4th Dungeons and Dragons movie ever made. I thought there was only 2. I must have missed something. Okay. Unless there was a direct-to-TV type of films for Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, who wants to die?
How's that castle run?
It's fucking scary as shit because you never know when they just gonna just blitz you with like the entire defensive line of Ganados and Las Plagas.
Yeah, Viva las Plagas.
Everything here looks it's a very castle-y castle, very ornate, very decorative. But at any moment, you round a corner and there's like fucking 5 guys on you.
Yeah, that shit gets crazy, especially when you're hardcore mode, man. It gets pretty tense. Very, very
It
tense.
is very intense and it is
Yeah.
very hard. But I'll tell you what, here's my pitch to hardcore mode.
Mm-hmm.
You never run out of ammo. You have to try. Well, actually, that's not true. I think if you have like bad runs,
Mm-hmm.
you will run out of ammo. But like for the most part, if you're playing well,
Yeah.
you're never gonna run out of ammo.
Yeah.
I would say it's just more like how fast can you kill a bunch of people fast. If you can't do that, then yeah, hardcore might be too hardcore.
There you go. I think, well, like the game says, hardcore is for everyone who has played and completed Resident Evil 5 and looking for a challenge. And there you go. Oh, 5. I said 5. I meant 4. But I haven't been 4, the original. I played it, but I haven't beaten it through the end. So I'll keep it standard so I can understand more on the story again, because I don't remember how the story. Well, I know how the story goes, but I don't know how it ends since
Los Plagas.
All right, let's see.
Holy shit! Wait, hold on, time out. Hold on. I need to turn you up because I can barely hear what you're saying.
Oh yeah, because you getting a shit ton attack.
Yeah, I'm getting fucking Ganados in my ear right now.
Puta madre!
They say a lot of Batalo.
Oh,
like, okay, I get that.
I was like, motherfucker trying to insult me? That was a fucking cheese. I played a little bit. I just played a little bit to finish out chapter 2. I'm only, even though I'm only like 2 chapters in, I'm like having a blast with that game. Even though there are times I did get scared. I just get scared a couple of times. So, let me see. I know you're getting attacked by Ganados, the Las Plagas.
Just give me like layup questions. We got this.
All right. So
Give me a lot of like yes or no questions. There you go. I think that'd be the speed for you.
There you go. So this won't be a yes or no question, but let's go with this. How was Dungeons and Dragons? How is Dungeons and Dragons Among Thieves?
How is Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Here's a question for you. Not a yes or no question.
Yeah.
What are your expectations for Dungeons and Dragons? What are you expecting? Are you expecting like a 12? Are you expecting an 8? What do you want from this movie?
I expect at least a 7.
Why is that?
Because the only Dungeons and Dragons movie I watched was the one with Jeremy Irons, and that was Marlon Wayans was in it, right? Yeah, the Dungeons and Dragons movie. Let me see. While you're fighting, let me check this out. Let me see this here real quick. Man, was it
update? We are out of shotgun shells.
Oh, jeez. And there you go. Yeah, the movie.
Who's back?
The 2000 movie Dungeons and Dragons with Jeremy Irons, Marlon Wayans, Justin Whalen, and stuff. That movie sucked, very bad. But it's one of those.
Holy shit!
However, I will say this: Dungeons and Dragons 2000, it was bad, but it was like around this. It was like a bit of Street Fighter, where it's very bad, but it can be hilariously good. But as a movie itself, it is like a 4. But with Honor Among Thieves, Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, I think is what it's called. I'm expecting better results, like a 7 at minimum, 9 at 8, a 7 at minimum, 8 at best, Anything over 8, I am shocked, and I was like, how come I'm not watching this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're so my expectations for Honor Among Thieves, I'm hoping for a 7, at least, at
Okay.
minimum, at minimum,
Okay.
at minimum.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are we saying? Like a Charles 7, like a Jomi 7? What?
A Jomi 7.
So Jomi 7's act to me. What is it? So Jomi 7 to me is a 6 because like he's gonna cape more often than he nots for things, right? So it's
Okay.
like, so it's like if Charles is given in a 7, Jomi's gonna by default give it an 8.
Mm-hmm.
That's just his nature. So
Yeah.
if you're gonna say that it's like a Jomi 7, then it's like a 6. It's like a Charles 6. Is that what you kind of
Yeah.
expecting?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
expecting. I feel like Charles, if they did it's a reaction to this in the Ringerverse, I'm gonna guess
Oh.
that Charles would have probably given it a 5, but maybe a 5.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say so. It was kind of packed. A lot of dungeons, a lot of older people in the audience because
Yeah.
this is their jam.
Yeah.
What else? I would say so non-spoiler because I do want people to see that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a Steve and Van 7, which is like an actual 7.
Okay, an enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
It's a very
An enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
Good, but not great.
Yeah.
But it is charming, and I'm not gonna say I didn't enjoy it.
Okay.
I
like
kind
that.
of wanted it to be like better than what it was,
Mm-hmm.
but for what it was, not bad, not bad.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Way,
That's good. That's good.
way better
I like
than
that.
this run I'm having right now. Way better than this run I'm having.
Just be like Chris Pine singing a song. Maybe I'll distract him. I don't know.
Oh,
Bar that shit up.
yo, my head got cut off, done.
Ooh, GG's on that one, man. Jeez. Yeah, I got my ass killed a couple of times off stream. It was in that nice windy, like, canyon village that was going on. They just keep coming in hordes, man. It's nuts.
Just
Hmm?
yeah, dude, you're good, man. Just remember, it's standard. You got
Yeah,
this.
it's standard. It's standard. Exactly. Exactly. It's standard.
You're in story mode, man. You got this.
No, well, standard normal, but assist is like. But even in normal even in normal difficulty, I'm still scared of the chainsaw dude, man. Because like I was like, fuck, I don't know if I can kill him. I'll try.
Do you have to kill him?
Well, I mean, the dude's chasing me. Of course, well, I have to kill him if he's chasing me. I was like, fuck, man, he's just gonna come at me like where I'm running. So I was like, might as well take care of him. You know, it's freaking got me because I got sneak attacked by like an old lady and a dude. They just grabbed me from the back because I didn't see them even coming right behind me, like unexpectedly. Because like in one area, I'm just going up the stairs. I see a chainsaw man. There's no one behind me because there hasn't been anyone behind me. And then out of nowhere, 2 people showed up out of nowhere and just grabbed me. And I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I got scared. But yeah. Now, like the end of chapter 2, the house, that's some fucked up shit, man. Freaking dude in the toilet, man. Freaking just waiting for me to open that door, man.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yep. Then you can't.
I know the one you're talking about. It's like, hey, you kind of expect it to be empty, and like, nope, this dude just guarding the bathroom.
Yep. Makes matter things worse is that once you solve a puzzle there, he pops back up out of nowhere, just waiting for like down the hall, man. I was like, what the fuck? And he like came at me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I did. I was like, what the fuck, man? I thought you were dead, man. He started coming at me, man. I was like, Jesus. Yeah. That part creeped me. That part, I ain't gonna lie. I got scared, man, because I was like, just turned right, and I like we're just locked eyes, and he's just like, he like freaking ran at me. I was like, oh shit. Again, my sister saw me play, and she heard me scream, and I was like, oh, god damn it. Who is? Damn, it's funny because I have questions, but they're not gonna be yes. They're mostly not yes or no. Yes or no answers. But Who's the highlight character for Dungeons and Dragons?
Who's the highlight character for Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
Good question, man. See, that's where I really liked it because, like, honestly,
Hmm.
once the whole group gets together,
Yeah.
it's all of them. It's
Oh
all of
wow.
them.
Oh wow. All of them. Okay. That's I really did not expect that. Because when it comes to movies and TVs, it's always like that one character. You're like, this is the
Well,
guy.
like
Right.
they all have their moments. They all have
Yeah.
their individual moments as
Yeah.
the group is being assembled. But once they're together, that's when the movie really sings for me. Like, cause like
Hmm.
that's part of what why I give it like a lower score is like one, it takes too long for the group to get together because that's it's all about the group. And once they get
Hmm.
together, the movie's a fucking like an 8 or even a 9 sometimes.
Okay. And so it's kind of like so near the end. It's like let me see, like a Batman vs Superman 8, right?
Uh,
Like the ending, like final few, like the final few minutes of the movie is like a Batman vs Superman 8. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I feel like that's a 9 because that was a good one. Huh.
no.
So you would give Honor Among Thieves, Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves a 7.
Like a
Uh,
solid 7,
solid
not a
7.
Joey 7, not a Charles 7, like a
Hmm.
real 7.
A Steve Van 7.
Yeah, yeah. So like
That's
in the realm of Quantum Mania, you'll have a
mm-hmm,
great time. It's not the best, it's not the worst. It
mm-hmm,
could have been better.
mm-hmm,
It's not as good as the thing that they're. It's not as good as the last thing that those directors have done.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I not again good but not great. I wanted more, but
Mm-hmm,
it's just because the day before I fucking saw a real 12, and we'll talk about it more when we get to it. But yeah,
yeah, yeah. Um,
well,
yeah. Go ahead.
no, it's just when you when you're when the weekend starts with Resident Evil 4 and John Wick 4, like it's really hard to top that, and
Mm-hmm,
so it might have been seen at the wrong time just because it's like, man, you're playing so much good shit, and you're watching so much good shit. It's to go from
mm-hmm,
that to that, like it's just, it's not trying to be on John Wick 4 level.
yeah.
It's definitely trying to be a smaller thing, and so you
Mm-hmm,
gotta have to kind of applaud it for that. But even then, um, I thought it would be funnier. To be honest,
mm. But it
it
did.
is funny, but it not all of it not all of it hits, and
But it did.
not
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
no, not all of it hits, and a lot of what does hit could have hit harder. So yeah, I'd
Mm,
say 7. Entertained,
yeah.
but could have been better.
So I would say that I would say that even though I did not see any other certain Dungeons and Dragons movies beforehand, I feel like from what I hear is that this movie is probably the best out of the
Yeah, this is easily the
recents.
best Dungeons and Dragon movies for sure.
Okay. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait to watch on stream when it comes down to.
Solid streaming movie for sure.
Okay, I'm definitely interested now because when I first saw the trailer, I was like, this does look pretty good, but I don't know, man, because I don't know if Dungeon because there hasn't been a good Dungeons and Dragon movie. I have no idea, but I was like my expectation low for this, but it's good to know that it was actually a good movie, a more enjoyable movie than previous iterations. Um, have you seen Creed 3?
Of course I have.
I never seen it. I really want to see it. I will see it. But tell me what non spoiler what how is Creed 3?
How is Creed 3? It was the first great movie I saw this year, for one,
Mm-hmm.
for starters. Fuck.
Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut, and it's the sequel to a movie he starred in. It was a very
Okay.
interesting. It was a very interesting announcement because I didn't know what to expect, and then from what I heard, that he brought in a lot of inspiration to the movie towards with anime. Were there some good references that you could see when you watch Creed 3?
from the opening credits.
Oh shit! There you go, man. Does it start with the anime theme music? Because
You'll just have to see.
okay,
But I would say pay attention to the background,
Mm.
particularly in the flashback sequence
Mhm.
in the kids' room. You'll know when you see it.
I would say I'd be locked in, but I've been locked in for a long time. I just didn't take the time to finally get on that movie.
No.
But most definitely, it's definitely one of the movies I really, really, really want to watch, and I hope to watch it. Hopefully this weekend. We'll see. Yeah, hopefully this weekend. This weekend might be the right time to start watching Creed 3 if it's still in theater. I'm pretty sure it's still in theater. I think. When did it come out? It came out earlier this month, right? March? It was February, then I must have.
Ashley, you fucking us up.
Let me see.
We're just gonna die together. Yeah.
23. Oh, March 3rd. Oh, damn. I have time. I have time to watch it. I'm definitely watching it this weekend.
I think by the time you watch it, it'll be on digital.
Yeah, but I definitely would like to watch this on IMAX.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend you watching it, especially the anime moments.
Yeah, I it's probably gonna be me by myself in the IMAX theater, but that's gonna be like.
I mean, that's your kingdom, man. You're
I know, exactly.
I'm
Private-
opening night. You're opening morning.
private. It's like a private screen, man. I was like, man.
Yeah, you're all about them private screens, man. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. You're all about them private screenings.
I know. Even though it's gonna be like, even though the movie came out like almost a month already, it's like, yeah. I'll take the private screening. Shoot. So man, so Creed 3 is the first great movie to come out
For
this
me, yeah.
year. I have no
For me,
idea.
yeah.
No, I have no
Not
idea.
Ant-Man, not Cocaine Bear, fucking Creed 3.
Yeah, I can't say that to Ant-Man because I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like great, good, but not great type of movie. Would not say it's like the first great movie
but
to
I
watch.
wouldn't. But it's not for that movie to be like. It's not.
Yeah,
I don't need it to be a great movie. I just need it to be another MCU film. Like that's all I'm asking.
an enjoyable MCU movie.
Oh!
Yeah, another enjoyable MCU movie. Because a lot of people always have high expectations of MCU movie, but we just want to make sure, we just want to know that if the movie's enjoyable, then we like it, type of thing. Every movie has been enjoyable, whether it be Eternals or whether it be, I don't know, Captain Marvel. it was still an enjoyable movie. See, man. What else can we talk about before we get to the main event? We already know Last of Us is a freaking 10 out of 10. Looking forward to season 2.
What about Resident Evil 4?
Oh man, I think it's easy to say that Resident Evil 4 is probably the first Game of the Year contender for this year to happen. I think it might be safe to. I think it's safe to say that.
For me, I know that if I'm spending more than 4 hours streaming, a game's good.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you know what, man? You know what? Hogwarts Legacy, man. Could I add that to the Game of the Year contender? I guess. I did spend.
You can if you want. I'm not going to.
We'll see. I did spend 6 hours in streaming, like every time I play that game, but.
In the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, in the beginning. Then shit happened, and I didn't have time to like continue on with that streaming, so I had to play off stream. Still an enjoyable game. It was fun. I just wish there was Quidditch in that game, and that's it. Hopefully, I know. Like, dude, they couldn't. That's like a good opportunity for for Warner Bros. And whoever developer made that game to make a Quidditch game. Just make a multiplayer Quidditch game. I mean, yeah, you can put it as a DLC and like it's a separate game inside Hogwarts Legacy, but
okay,
I'll totally be down to play that game, man. Shoot.
All right, well, let's put it this way then. you can see live now in real time how I feel about Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Um, like I said, if I'm streaming more than 4 hours, and stream multiple times a day, like it's lit. For you, but it is a different experience because you're
Mhm.
you're playing standard.
Yeah.
Uh, but how has been your experience? Everyone knows mine, but how's it been yours?
Um, my experience, intense and scary. But no, I told this in before I played Resident Evil 4. The first reason when I played Resident Evil 4, I played it on the Wii. So I used the Wii mode so I could use it to like aim my gun, but I also had to move with the nunchuck. It was hilarious. But so I'm like very familiar with the series, so very, very familiar with the game. Um, this game it feels much more tense than the original because the atmosphere is much more tense. It was less tense in the original, but it's more tense now for the remake. And
I do feel like they've ratcheted up the tension. Like Resident Evil
yeah,
4 was rare, like was a scary game at times, but not to the level of like 2 or even 8 or even
hmm
7,
yeah,
3. Like, but it just wasn't. That wasn't the game it was trying to be. It was trying to be more action
yeah,
oriented for sure.
exactly.
And I think that shows even in the remake because as they do make the atmosphere more moody,
hmm
it is still a lot of action, particularly on hardcore mode when there's more people, but then there's more ammo. So it's like, what?
Yeah, yeah. The action's still there, but in the I like how it like leaned toward more action than horror. But I feel like the remake they kind of balanced it out pretty well now. Now it's like
I think they did. I
yeah,
think they did balance it out with more horror for sure.
yeah, yeah. No, I like the horror atmosphere. It just feels like we're back to like we're back to the status quo of horror with Resident Evil 4 in general because yes, 8 and 7 definitely were scary. Even though I did not play it and I did see people play and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I'm not playing.
Yeah, I'm not playing.
I'm not playing 7, man.
But I'm
It's too far out there, man.
I might kick it up a notch and play the PSVR 2 of Resident Evil 4 remake when that comes out like in a few months
Well,
ish.
okay, so so my
Yeah.
plan is after I beat Resident Evil 4 like a
hmm
first run, I want to go
Yeah.
back and beat RE2 remake, and then
Yeah.
after that, I'll play fucking Resident Evil Village VR.
Ooh, Resident Evil Village
Oh,
VR. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Um, but yeah, I really enjoy. Um I love that they still have a lot of they still have the somewhat cheesy one-liners that Leon got in the original, and they still bring it back here. Like they still bring back some like a little bit of the cheesiness that they brought from Resident
okay.
Evil 4 into the remake.
Where's
Uh,
everybody going? Bingo?
exactly. Where's everyone going? Bingo. I was like, nice. Pretty much, I was like, okay, so they are definitely going to keep the one-liner Leon Kennedy, friggin' RE4 in this remake. So, uh, knowing that, I feel like yeah, this game is going to be great, especially because they know they want to keep some of the funny parts of the game. Because it reminds me of especially reminds me of Final Fantasy VII how remake came out. They still kept all the wackiness parts of the original into that game. Basically the biggest one is Cloud dressing up as a female to get into sneak into what's his name's
Don Corneo?
yeah, Don Cornell's house. My mind blanked when I tried to figure out his name, but yeah, because a lot of people when they thought the remake, they thought it was gonna be a more serious game of Final Fantasy VII, but it's pretty much yeah, no, it's not gonna be a serious game. It's just a pretty much remake with all the craziness that happened in the original be put in here, but then there's twists. There's a big story twist to the game also at the end. So, I don't know. I mean, Capcom's not going to do any kind of retcon stuff in here, so it's probably just going to be the same Resident Evil RE4 story, but with new things, new mechanic. I love the new mechanic. Yeah. Uh, when I played the demo, I did not know how to parry. I thought I had if I was supposed to swing my knife for a parry, but no, that was not it, and I keep getting killed in the demo. Then I should have done what I should have done was look at the controllers through the option to know what parry was. So the parry system, I definitely enjoy the parry system.
Yeah, no, I would recommend a solid gaming tip for this game and really any game
Mm-hmm.
is to read the instructions for sure.
Read instructions, yeah.
Solid tip.
Solid tip. It's funny because they don't give you the tutorial for parrying until like later in the game, like a little when you're like maybe an
yeah, that was kind of weird.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you think they give it to you right like in front of like when you're fighting in the village like for the first time. You think they give you that tutorial there, but no, because you're fighting a horde of people until like till the church bell like rings, but no, it's just like nah, just you have to fight your way through that shit until everyone's like done fighting. So funny too because funny on my part too because I forgot there was a shotgun in that village and I did not know about it because I was too caught up getting chased by everyone. So and by the time I like progressed forward, I realized it's like wasn't there a shotgun in the beginning of this game? And I was like, oh shit. When you told me that I didn't get the shotgun, I was like, shit. I'm gonna backtrack to the village and check.
That was the most backtrack I've ever seen anyone. I've seen quite a few people. I've seen Max play this game. I've seen myself play this game. I've seen a lot of people play this game. You did the most backtracking in 1 second that I've ever of all the streamers I've seen.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
I think
Juan really wanted that shotgun.
I really did want that shotgun because I was like, fuck, man. I was like, just in case if I get into like a heap of trouble with like having like more than I don't know 2 or 3 people right in front of me that I have to take care of. I was like, I need a shotgun because if I'm fighting a big mob with just a pistol, I'm pretty much dead because my knife was still like the durability was dead. It was gone, so I cannot use my knife for that fight. So yeah, I just realized. I think when did I realize I needed that shotgun? I think it's because when I fought the dude with the hammer, with that heavy hammer in the pig's head, and I was like, how come I don't have a shotgun? And then I asked you on chat. I was like, yeah, wasn't there a shotgun in the beginning? And I was like, fuck. Okay, all right. I'm backtracking back. I'm backtracking to the village. It's funny because
so much. That was a crazy amount of backtracking. That was well done.
Yeah, it was funny because I was like, I could have sworn there was a shotgun in the beginning of this game. I was like, maybe they changed it. I don't know. Then I realized once I got back to the village, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot the shotgun was freaking hanging on the wall this whole time, and I was in that one room. But of course, I had a chainsaw dude like breaking down the door, and I had people climbing up a ladder. I was like, I didn't have time to like explore that house, so I was like, just fighting my way out and shit. So I would say it's pretty impressive that I went a little bit further in without a shotgun, but at the same time, I was like, quite honestly, you didn't need a shotgun, but it's great to have a shotgun. You didn't need a shotgun like in the like around there, but it's good to get it now, especially whatever is like ahead of that game. Other than that, that's freaking RE4 for me. I'm in chapter 3. I'm gonna definitely stream that after the pods because I really want to continue on with that game.
Good call.
Yeah. I enjoy that. Yeah, no, I'm definitely enjoying the game. I definitely want to finish this game, or at least beat this game, because the only game in general that I've ever beaten was Resident Evil 5. And that's not even a scary game. And that's not even a scary game.
I'm not touching 5. I'm not touching 6. I'm not touching 7, but not because it's bad. I've heard 5 and 6 are real rough compared to.
I think 6 is more rougher, but I think 5 is playable because it's really fun when you have like when you're playing with co-op. 6 understandable. I understand that 6 is rough. It seems rough, but RE5 was actually pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It's not it's not one of the best of the series, but it's a really fun Resident Evil game to play. And the co-op mercenary, dude, that was like me and the others, like we played a lot of co-op mercenary back then when that came out. So yeah, no, I think RE5 is a definitely good game to play. Pretty fun game. If you want just more of the action parts, then yeah, RE5. But of course, if you want also the action parts with like a weird ass story, then part 6 would be it. But I don't even know if part 6 even have co-op. I think it's just part 5. I think part 5 might be the only co-op game they have for Resident Evil. But yeah, I'm definitely locked in on my RE4, so definitely want to beat that game. I might be locked in for Final Fantasy 16. Some of the videos look great. Some of the videos, especially the ones that they showed, especially like the presentation that they had. I don't know when they had it, but people were posting on Twitter.
PAX East.
PAX East? Oh, that makes sense. It looks great. Our Final Fantasy 16 does look good. It's just that there's too many games coming out in the month of when it comes out, June.
Sure, but see, the reason people are stressed out because that's the month that Diablo 4 comes out, and I don't have that problem because I don't fucking care about Diablo 4.
Yeah, I did play the demo, the open beta. I was like, well, it's a good looking D4, but I don't feel like it makes me want to play. I don't feel like it makes me want to play, even though like if my friends play, I was like, I don't know if I'll play because I already had I feel like I had my fill with Diablo in general, so I was like, I don't think I need to play 4. I think the biggest one for me is like Street Fighter 6 comes out early June, which is fine because Final Fantasy 16 doesn't come out until late June, so that gives me a good time, like give me a good week to like good couple of weeks to play some Street Fighter until 16 comes out. But then before that, there's still Zelda, then Jedi Survivor. So I'm gonna have to be wise on which games I'm gonna pick first, because there's games I'm probably not gonna end up playing until later. Because that's, like I said, too many games in the span of like now till June, and I have no idea which one I want to get first. So, hell, I didn't know if I was gonna get I didn't know if I was gonna get RE4, man, because I was like just really debating on it, and then I saw a gameplay and I was like, fuck, never mind, you know what, I'm down then. I'm down for RE4. I'll just go get it then. Jesus. Yeah, all right,
Fuck.
anything else before we head to John Wick? Baba Yaga.
I'm in a room with a bunch of knights.
Oh Jesus, here we go.
No, with a bunch of
freaking
I guess no. I would say like I'm in a room with a bunch of piles of armor that are standing, and I know that some of these fucking knights are actual people inside, and that's gonna fucking freak me out.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I
already see the one that's like, this is probably the one that's gonna like pop out and do something, right? I got my shotgun out, man.
Oh, you need, yeah. I think you do need, yeah.
But no, I already know the issue with this is that it's because they're full armor. Bullets will not work against them. I know that's what's gonna happen.
I'm trying to figure out which weapon to get. It's like from the merchant. It's like, should I get the The submachine gun or the bolts type? I'll find out later. I don't know. Is the bolt really good?
I'm okay. So I could be wrong, but even though I'm like almost chapter 10,
Yeah.
and I know there's like 16 total,
Uh-huh.
I'm really sticking with 3 guns right now. I'm really sticking with 3 guns. One solid shotgun, solid sniper rifle,
Mm-hmm.
solid handgun, and
Yeah.
they're like upgraded to shit. So
Mm-hmm.
if I ever
Yeah.
have to use another gun, I can, because like there's so much money in those 3 guns. Like I could finance my way in. But like
Yeah.
I think any more than 3, like the issue with getting more than 3 guns, and I again, I don't think it's a wrong way to play. I think it's fine. It's just that there's only so much gunpowder for you to get. Like there might be attaché cases that will bolster your drop rate for gunpowder, but like you can get like a lot of like resources, like the small resources, the large resources, to like make uh any ammo, like
Mm-hmm.
almost any ammo. But like the problem is there's only so much gunpowder in the game, and so I think having more than 3 guns, like 4 guns, is a little problematic unless they're all sharing the same type of ammo. But like
Yeah.
if it's like that's where having more than 3 guns is harsh, because like you potentially need 4 types of ammo, and there's just not enough gunpowder to, I think, to support that.
Yeah. A whole lot. Man. Yeah. I was thinking, and I'm thinking about the submachine gun, but at the same time, I was like, I don't think submachine gun is like powerful enough to stun an enemy, that leads you to
I'm
a melee hit.
I'm No, I don't know. I've thought about it, because like in the castle, man, you're gonna get fucking jumped by like teams of three, four, five, man, and it's like
Fuck.
and it's like like a grenade will do it, but like you can't rely on just grenades all the time.
Light 'em up.
Particularly, okay. So here's an actual pro tip, and I do think they give it in one of the screens.
Hmm.
When later you're not experiencing that, but when you get later in the game where like um runners, we're just gonna call them runners,
Yeah.
runners like upgrade to like Los Plagas form.
Yeah.
um they take those for that form with like the fucked up heads and like
Yeah.
tentacles that come with it.
Yeah.
They take so much bullets to kill.
Hmm.
Or you can just use one flash grenade. They're really susceptible to light.
Huh?
So like one flash grenade just takes them all out. So I think what
Mm.
happens is in the later stages, like you'll have to like just allow the screen to fill up with like 5, 6 Las Plagas forms.
Hmm.
You're like, okay, hopefully they don't kill me, and then you just take one flash grenade and just take them all out. So there you go. That's a great way to save ammo, because man, it's really depressing to shoot those things because of just how much ammo they take.
Okay. Yeah.
Fuck.
Makes sense.
Fuck.
I don't even remember. I don't remember how far it was in the original. Shoot. All right. So John Wick 4, Chapter 4, man. Uh, man, where to start with this one? Shoot. Fourth iteration of the series. A lot of things happen, and the future of John Wick is I'm not gonna say in question. It's more like there's still.
It's in good hands.
It's in good hands. Exactly. It's in good hands. It's in good hands.
And it's still kind of open. You never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it's still kind of it's very open. Definitely. So
Oh, okay.
let's start with this. Fuck it.
Again, I'm really gonna I'm banking on you to ask one word answers or yes or no, because like I think we might get into a hard part of this game. But yeah, go for it.
All right. All right. Let's start with the easy one. What? Okay. What's it called? Reaction.
Holy shit!
That's the that's the
That's my reaction, baby.
Whoa, that is the John Wick reaction I was waiting for, man.
Oh shit!
That was the
Oh
John
shit!
Wick reaction I was waiting
They're
for.
running at me when it's like a sword. They're in full gear.
Oh
Okay,
no.
okay,
Yeah.
it's okay. My
Yeah.
reaction.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't
gonna
know.
open with my midnight meter.
Oh shit! There we go. I like that.
It's a 12. It's a 12.
Shit, a 12.
It's a 12.
12.
It's a 12.
Would you say this is the best John Wick out of the 4?
I say that about every new John Wick,
Oh shit. Okay.
and this one's no different.
Okay. Some people would say Chapter 1's their favorite. Some people would say Chapter 4 is their favorite.
I respect the one. I respect to take that one as the best, but
yeah.
It just feels like it just. Oh my god! Okay, it just feels like nice. It just feels like every movie. Oh god! All right, hold on. Load that shit. Okay, I'm gonna actually stop for a second. Okay, so it's hard for me to say one is the best, and I acknowledge that take, but it's hard for me to say it because it's quite clear that every movie is just better in terms of the action, and they raise their game with every movie. The budgets are bigger, the locales are better, and honestly, when most movies say they try to do bigger and better, it rarely ever is bigger and better, but these movies really do. So when I say each movie is better than the last one, I do mean that in terms of the world building, in terms of the action. And the great thing about 4, in my opinion, is that it does all the things that you love the other 3 movies for. Everyone loves 1 because it's the best story. This movie's got the story. People love the second movie because of the world building. This movie has a lot of world building, and then of course up until chapter 4, 3 was my favorite because it had the action. For me,
yeah.
This has better action than 3, and that's crazy to say because fucking 3 had the sickest action. But I think 4 is my favorite because it just it has better action than 3, better world building than 2. 1 still has a better story, but this has a great story.
Yeah,
and it's great. Yeah, so it's a 12. That's my big picture reaction. What is yours?
No, I would agree on that one. Yeah, I would give it a 12 also. I definitely agree that Chapter 4 has the best action out of the whole series.
It has the best action.
Yeah, they definitely because every new sequel that comes out, the action they kick it up a notch, and you feel like they really you would think part 3 would be man, shoot, that's we're up there, man. That's probably the best. I was you don't even know if they're gonna out action the third one, but they did with part 4. And yeah, part 4 definitely part 4 is amazing. Amazing film. I enjoyed every freaking moment of this. We also get we get the world bit. Like you said, the world building is great in chapter 2, and chapter 4 is chapter 3 and 4. I mean, they expanded the world building even further. But I definitely when it came to it, I like how the expanding of the world around John Wick was in part 4. How joining a family, when I mean family as in a freaking group of assassins, and I'm not talking about Fast and Furious type of family. It's like that. Freaking the freaking more deep on the bounty hunting, on the freaking bounties on John Wick. Yeah, of course, we saw that in part 2. That shit goes crazy in part 4 when during near the end we see the bounty the money the bounty of the money on the bounty goes up and up.
Yeah.
And every time it goes up and up, we see more and more people like jumping in there, like even more quickly. Just one John Wick. I was like, dude. I was like, fuck, this sucks. It's like this guy's gonna damn everyone's. I mean, 20 mil at the start, 20 million. I mean, yeah, of course, everyone's out. But once that thing hit 40, I feel like it just like keep going and going. Everyone's like, yeah, no, we're not gonna give up on this. We're going more, man. Freaking, we're talking about 40 million right there, man. Fuck this shit. Let's keep going. Let's find them. Let me see. We also got introduced to some new characters. Especially main villain, the Marquis. Vincent de Gramont, I guess his name. Played by
Marquis de Garamont.
Yeah, Marquis. Yeah, actually, you said that pretty bad.
Holy shit!
Played by Bill Skarsgård. What do you think of him as the titular villain for Part 4?
He's a great villain.
He's a great villain. I like the swag.
Great villain.
He had that nice swag in Part 4.
The way you do anything is the way you do everything.
He's much more. Yeah, I think he's much more deeper than any of the other what's it called main villains of the series. Although there is one certain character I would like to talk about because she never showed, because I expected her to show up, but she didn't show up in here, so I'm guessing there's a possibility in the future we will maybe see her. But so yeah, Bill Skarsgård on the Marquis de Garamont is the main villain for this one. He who is a very powerful member of the High Table, who's freaking out there to get to kill John Wick. Not just John Wick, but the idea of John Wick.
Yeah,
like he says, because the idea of John Wick could lead to like revolt against the High Table. So he is trying to get everyone to kill him, and he starts like throwing down money for the bounty to get him assassinated. We also get introduced to one of my favorite characters in here because he's like one of my favorite action stars of all time, is Donnie Yen as Kane.
Can I pitch you a hot take?
Yeah.
This is the best like Donnie Yen has been on screen in a long time.
Okay.
This is right up there with like the Ip Man series in terms of like best use of Donnie Yen. It's up there.
Okay. I would agree on that, because when you said in a long time, I was like, yeah, definitely. Because I was like, if it's ever, I was like, I don't know, man. I could say there are previous movies that he was definitely did better, but yeah,
I'm not saying all time. This is on his all time for sure.
Yeah, it's
too early to say. It's too early to say if it's like the best ever, but like this is worst case. This is yes, I'm okay.
Yeah.
But this is the best he has been in a long time. Like him as a blind monk in Rogue One, great. This is on another level.
Yeah.
They really let him cook with this, man. I was happy for him.
Yeah, no, I was definitely happy for Donnie Yen too. He definitely played one of my favorite. He definitely was one of my favorite characters since.
I honestly think that if you ask people if they wanted like a spin-off film with his character versus Koji's daughter's character, I think people will watch that movie for sure. I will watch that movie.
Oh yeah, no, I would definitely watch that movie too, man. Jeez, a Donnie Yen movie, man. Damn. I don't know what I would. Yeah, I would definitely watch that. A spinoff with Donnie Yen's character. Speaking of, yeah, no. Bless you.
Thank you.
Speaking of Koji's daughter, Hiroyuki Sanada. Bless you.
Thank you.
Hiroyuki Sanada, man, as Shimazu Koji. Of course,
yeah.
If people did not, yeah, the manager of the Osaka Continental Hotel,
a great role,
and an old friend of John Wick. Of course, we all know. Of course, in the movie, we found out Donnie Yen's Kane and Hiroyuki Sanada's Koji are both old friends of John Wick. Um, Hiroyuki Sanada, of course, you know the drill. He's in the movie. He needs to wield a sword, and that's what he did. He wielded a katana in this movie
Oh yeah.
because what was there any movie where he did not wield a katana? Because I have no idea. Every time I see him, he's always in the katana. You see him in Endgame. For some reason, in Endgame, he's freaking fighting Hawkeye with a freaking sword. I was like, Jesus, dude. Is there one where he's just like, I'm a retired swordsman. I don't carry swords anymore. I'm just gonna be chilling and shit. Then I feel like near the end of the movie, he will wield a sword. But then, of course, we got him rolling in swords in Mortal Kombat, etc., etc. But yeah, I definitely love Koji Sanada's Koji in this one too. These are two great characters. Man, would you say they have some of the best characters in John Wick 4 out of all four of them?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they do, man. Because I was like, dude, I love Bill Skarsgård, I love Sanada, I love Donnie Yen.
Yeah.
Even Rina Sawayama as Akira, she's like shortly in there, but she was actually not bad. Definitely enjoyed her. Freaking Scott Adkins as Killa Harkin in a Scott Adkins.
He was dope.
He was so dope. He was so dope in this movie. You would not recognize him. Yeah.
You want to kill him. You want to kill him. Who do you want to kill? I want to kill you.
You.
Dude. He was great. That whole nightclub scene in Germany in like I guess a water plant.
Yeah.
Cinema. Real cinema. As Jomi says, real cinema. Like I hope that they get a Midnight Boys pod because like having only one pod in John Wick 4 is sacrilegious.
Yeah.
We have more pods on Yellow Jackets than John Wick 4. I understand that's something's up with that. I'm not okay with that.
Maybe they have it in the big picture. I don't know. We'll see.
They do, but that's the only one, and that fucking blows, man. Because like, holy shit, dude, it's
how the Ringerverse not going to be like throwing down instant reaction on John Wick 4. I have no idea.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, I love Scott Adkins' character in here, man. I was like, dude, he looks. I could not recognize him in that fat suit, man. But he was great. He still throw down on some like martial arts moves like in that suit, man. Like freaking shout out to that, man.
First time I saw him was in Ip Man 4.
Yeah.
But he was right up there with like the best characters, best side characters in this movie.
Yeah. I think the first
right up there with Donnie Yen, right up there with like Karuki, all of them. He was that good. Mr. Nobody, yeah.
Yeah. I think the first movie I saw him in was Undisputed 2 Last Man Standing with Michael Jai White. And I was like, dude, this guy's sick, man. This guy's sick in martial arts, man. And of course see him in other movies later, like the 2009, I think 2013 movie Ninja called Ninja Shadow Tear, I think it's called. And of course he was in Expendables. Remember that. Other than that, yeah. Fun fact about Scott Adkins, if you are familiar of Street Fighter Assassin's Fist, the world popular webisode that also turned into a movie, that they put together and turned into a movie. There was once a sequel to that Street Fighter show, movie supposed to be called Street Fighter World Warrior, and Scott Adkins was up there that they wanted to have him play Guile, which is a very, very interesting take. I was like, unfortunately they canceled it, and that was no longer happening. I was sad because that would have been fantastic. Been such a fantastic move. Speaking of Mr. Nobody, let me see, Shami Anderson playing the tracker. pretty much a bounty hunter with a dog pursuing John Wick. He's like a very mysterious character because we don't really know like we don't know the deep story about him.
We don't know his full story.
Yeah. But yeah, he just shows up, and all we know is that he just wants to pursue John Wick, but he wants the bounty to go higher and higher because he wants more money. He wants to get rich, bitch, type of thing.
He wants to get rich.
Right. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh man, but quick question on that because we got two more things to talk about before we get out of here. But unless
it's 11:02, so we got.
So if you were to take one theory about about Shamier's I hope I pronounce it right, his character as a tractor, what would your theory be about him?
My theory is that he is related to Halle Berry's character from the third one.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Here's my theory. It's a super tin hat theory, but yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so
buckle up.
So the big one, yes, you can tell he looks like he could be related to Halle Berry. What if?
That's not a racist thing. That's not a racist thing. Actually, no, like it's actually hard to say because like she has a different complexion than Shamik. You know, like it's like you'd never call fucking Halle Berry like darkness.
Yeah.
Like she's more like brown than like black.
Yeah.
Shamik is black.
Yeah.
Shamik is fucking Eddie Murphy black.
Yeah. He's freaking Charlie Murphy black. Yeah. Wesley Snipes. There we go. Wesley Snipes black.
Wesley Snipes. He's the third Darkness brother.
You know, now that you say that, I'm gonna scratch out the theory I was about to say, but I think the biggest theory about him, like related to Halle Berry, is his dog being the same type of breed to Halle Berry's two dogs that she has in chapter 3. I think with him having the same dog breed as Halle Berry, that's where I was like, there must be a connection between the two. You know?
Must be.
Yeah.
Must be.
My crackpot theory was, what if he's John Wick's unknown son that John Wick and Halle Berry had, because it feels like those two had a history of sorts together way before John Wick. But at the same time, he's freaking Wesley Snipes dark, and I was like, okay, it's definitely not John Wick. Because I'll be like, oh man, he's just trying to kill John Wick because, you know, freaking he abandoned him and he wants that money on his ass type of shit. That was my theory. That's why I said that. That's why that was my crackpot theory. But yeah, okay. But I think hopefully in the future we'll see more of him. Of course, we got returning cast Lawrence Fishburne, Ian McShane, and the one and only rest in peace Lance Reddick as the concierge. Unfortunately, he didn't last long in the movie.
That was kind of jarring to see, especially since he died like a week ago.
Yeah, when I saw that part when he got shot, I was like, "What the fuck, man!" Like, damn it! I thought he was gonna make it, man. Shoot. Other cool additions that we got Clancy Brown playing the Harbinger, who is a high-ranking operative of the High Table.
He was great.
Oh yeah, he was definitely great. And Natalia Tena from the Harry Potter series, portraying as Katya, John Wick's adopted sister. That was an interesting one. That was a good one too. And other than that, we had like a new elder of the High Table that took the recent one's place somewhere in between 3 and 4. I don't know what happened there. They didn't really say why. That was like probably one of the ones where I was like, shit happened like very, very fast on that one. But yeah, so for now, this is the last John Wick chapter 4 John Wick movie. We're gonna see it for a while. They did talk about Keanu did talk about he would like to betray him later in the future. And they also said if John Wick 4 is successful, and I think it will be successful, that if it does great, then in the future they'll do a chapter 5, but they don't know when. It's just
I don't
pretty
know.
much,
Okay,
yeah.
that I would. Okay, so I guess we
Yeah.
can talk about the last thing here,
Yeah, definitely.
before the next thing. But he apparently dies at the end, and I want to
Yeah.
know if you believe he's dead.
No, I don't believe he's dead. I think they did that the way they did it, because you see him die, looked like he died in the stairs, from the duel, the Sacré-Cœur. Um but after that, it just went from that to the next scene, which is his gravestone, with next to his wife Helen. But we didn't see a body, we didn't see him get buried, etc., etc. So the way they did it is that this is where they could leave the series opened if they want to do another John Wick. Um, and not only that, we also are going to have spin-offs like prequel like the Continental and Ballerina, which is set between 3 and 4. So Keanu Reeves said he will reprise his role in Ballerina. As for Chapter 5, I don't think he's dead. I think they just left it like that to leave it open for if they do Chapter 5. If not, then if they say that was the last, that Chapter 4 is the last movie of John Wick and he is dead, then I would say that's a good perfect ending for John Wick. Quite honestly, what do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree that if he is dead, then that's a great ending. I
yeah.
just couldn't believe it because it's like, man, uh, I think we could do one more. I could do it, but honestly, if they don't and he is dead, I think the franchise is in good hands because there's so many
Mhm.
characters that you could just make
Yeah,
films from and
yeah,
continue that world.
yeah.
I don't think it'll ever be as successful as John Wick, but you could still emulate that level of success. Yeah,
Yeah, like you said, freaking a Kane spinoff.
Don
I'm down for
Kane
that.
spinoff, I would be lining up day one. Like
Yeah,
Kane spinoff is like a slam dunk.
I would definitely be lining up in there for day one,
Heavyweight.
because a lot of things been happening throughout life for me. But yeah, I would definitely go day one on the Donnie Yen spinoff, where he's just getting chased by freaking Akira this whole time, because of course we know in the movie Kane kills Koji at the Osaka Continental when they're trying to hunt down John Wick, he was not in hiding, but he was there visiting an old friend. So um, that which leads to Akira going on a bit of a revenge thing after Kane at the end, which is surprisingly there was a post credit scene with that. Surprisingly, there was a post credit scene with Donnie Yen going to reunite his daughter, then Akira um approaching Kane ready to kill him basically. So, but then after that left open for Kane to possibly get a spinoff. That's why I was like, yeah, if he does spinoff, I'm there day one. Shoot. So yeah. So anything else before we head out? Anything else? Need to talk
Yeah,
about John Wick?
it's a 12 out of 12.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. It's definitely 12. Um, you're heading to Comic Con. When is Comic Con? May? June?
July.
July. So while you're heading to
I mean
Comic
July.
Con,
July.
yeah, while you're heading to Comic Con July, I'm heading to Evo in August. So
Not bad.
yeah, yeah, I'm actually kind of excited, man. I wish I could go to Comic Con though. That would have been nice. But no, I'm heading to Evo. It's kind of like in celebration of my nephew Damien graduating from college. So that's why my sister decided to book him a trip to Evo. Originally, we were supposed to go to Japan, but we couldn't do it because I couldn't go. so we decided to, like, you know what? Let's go to Vegas. Let's go to Evo because I've never been to Evo before. I would like to experience it because there's a lot of things events that I want to experience now, and there's Evo, and hopefully next year Comic Con. Hopefully next year, maybe later this year, Super Nintendo World. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Because starting Tuesday, I have a new job. And my full-time job is a day job, so I'll be working early, getting off early, so I have time to do whatever at nights before bed, so I could be streaming every now and then. More times than normal. But I am going to be on hiatus again on May. Or not May. April. I'm going to be on hiatus on April, but I will definitely be here to stream on the weekends. Definitely for the pod. I'm going to guess the next time we're going to do a pod, it's going to be for...
What?
It's probably going to be for Super Mario. Did you get killed again?
No, this is probably a spoiler. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I don't know when we're going to do the next pod because, I mean, there's always the Mandalorian, but I feel like the next one we're going to do is like for Super Mario or something because Super Mario is coming out soon. Yeah, Mario is coming very soon on April, which is a few more weeks. Well, yeah, this weekend actually, but Super Mario itself is like in a few weeks, about April 13th, I think. But
oh my god.
jeez.
All right, I'm
But yeah.
done. I do have to go, but like I am done.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I wish I could talk about it, but this is a legit spoiler. I'm like, you know how we talked about like,
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 being scarier
Yeah.
than this one being scarier than the original. I think I'm at one of the parts where it's like definitely going to be scarier than the original. Like, ugh.
Oh, jeez. Actually, if our next pod is going to be for Super Mario, that's actually in 2 weeks because technically next week is April 5th when Super Mario is released. So, yeah. So,
Shit.
next pod.
Did you ever playing like Fatal Frame shit?
I played Fatal Frame 2, man. Fuck.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
God damn it. Oh, man. Don't tell me we're going to get Supernatural up in this shit. That shit's going to be scary.
No, it's not supernatural, but like it's just you are playing as a you're playing as a person who can only like shine a light, like take cameras and pictures and stuff. But
oh,
you can,
fuck. That does not sound cool, man.
all right, no, actually, no, fuck it. I don't think it's much of a spoiler. At one point you gotta play as fucking Ashley.
Okay.
You gotta play as Ashley.
Oh shit.
And in the castle by yourself.
That's gonna
You're
be
like, oh shit.
Oh man, that's gonna be scary as
Fuck.
Did she at least carry a gun?
She doesn't have a gun, man. She got a light.
Well, I'm fucked. Okay, I'm looking forward to that one. Jesus. Man. Goddamn. All right. That's going to be it for us. Let me see. Next Sunday is April 2nd. I don't think we'll be doing the pod unless you're down for it. But we'll definitely return on April 9th for Super Mario pod.
Last note.
Yep.
Ashley's ballistics.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley has her ballistics from the original.
Oh Jesus. Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
She got back her ballistics.
Dead or alive. Dead or alive beach volleyball.
Dead or alive beach volleyball. Oh god. That was a jam. I ain't gonna lie, that was a jam part 1.
Yeah.
Dead or alive extreme. Shit. Alright, so yeah. You guys won't be seeing me during the weekdays, but you'll see me on the weekend because of this new job. So technically, from now till the end of April, I'm gonna have 2 jobs, temporarily 2 jobs. So I'm gonna be like fucked. So that's gonna be fun times. But I will be back on Saturdays and Sundays, especially when we do pods. But once May hits, I'll be open again, but then I go back on hands for another 2 weeks because I have shit to take care of, or more like I have 4 dogs to take care of. But yeah. All right, guys. Till then, make sure you hit that like and follow our Facebook page.
Not playing anymore.
And I would say check out. I would say check out JB's thing, but it's on the
No,
personal
well,
page, so you can't. Yeah.
No, well that and I'm done.
That he's done because shit got real. It sounds like shit got real.
Too real. Shit got too real.
Shit got too real. All right, guys. We're your hosts. I'm Juan. He's JB. Flip side, it's good to be back, man. So can't wait to come back again for the Super Mario reaction. That's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah.
Fun time. First, dude, freaking IMAX Super Mario. I'm fucking all up on that shit. Most definitely.
Wait.
Hmm?
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Dude,
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
just hum that song when you're actually in the dark, man. Dun dun
Nope.
dun dun dun
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
dun 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 dun. Sorry, but Leon's in another castle, motherfucker. All right, dudes.
She's not gonna survive.
Oh damn, we'll see, dude. All right, I will be back on in a few minutes for a couple hours of Resident Evil 4, and yeah. All right, guys, we're out of here. Peace. See ya, JB.
Yay!
Yay.